Hello and welcome to Show Me More Magic.
What's all the laughter for?
Are you going to start talking about twitching?
It's tingling, not twitching.
He's all about tingling. All right, on this week's episode, we have... Oh,
there we go. I play with the buttons all the time. Don't worry about it. We have this week's episode is with Clint of Clint's hand... What is it?
Clint's hand painted.
Yeah, dude. The shit.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. Stop. All right. Everyone loves the buttons playing with it. You know Nate Phillips, who writes Choppers?
Yeah.
Okay. He is our #1 fan.
No, he knows nothing about him.
He's never met him before in his whole life.
I think he comes up to ORFR.
Oh,
He does,
he does.
and he just got one of your paintings, actually, or one
yeah.
of your prints.
He just
He
did.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw the unveiling on Insta.
Yeah, that was rad.
I had two,
Yeah.
and they're not put up yet because...
What the hell?
Well, I'm gonna get him actually matted.
Slacker.
I know. I was struggling this week because I was like, No, I was like, I'm gonna take time. I gotta go Pirate Alley. But anyway, so Clint, who are you? Why are you here? You're the shit, but we need the listeners to know.
Oh, I'm a pinstriper, letterer, sign painter, gold leaf artist, pictorials, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, dude.
So let's start. What do you ride?
I've got a shovel head, a soft tail, and an old man bagger bike.
What's the old man biker bike?
It's a 95. It's a one owner. It's pretty nice.
Has it got a big wheel on it?
No.
Is it a big wheel
He
back?
didn't do a big one. That was part of that big wheel mafia.
No, it was nice. I bought it. It was like a consignment thing, and got it for cheap. And man, I put miles on that thing. My wife likes riding with me. So
Yeah.
What year's your shovel?
It's a 79.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Did you
Yeah.
like build it and do a bunch of stuff
it
to
was, it was in boxes when I first got it.
Oh,
so-
nice.
so
Nice.
Practically. And
I-
stripped it completely down and started over.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, my actual first Harley was a 74 FLH. Literally the same. The engine was together. Everything else was in milk crates.
And go from there.
Yeah.
That's how I do it.
Yeah.
When we get done, I'll show you the backyard of fucking debauchery of project lands and all that stuff. The black station wagon that's back there, that's how I got it. And then the guy, when I put it all together, I was like, what the fuck did you touch?
Ooh, yeah.
Give me the boxes, because this is awful. But so how did you get into motorcycling?
Well, my grandpa's always been in motorcycles. My dad's always been in motorcycles.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of hereditary.
Oh, so you grew up in it. You were born in it.
forever. And
Yeah.
From that just kind of led to the art side of it.
Yeah. We just usually burp in. Well, I burp into the mic. Don't worry about it. Nate loves it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
#1 fan. Yeah.
But yeah, my grandpa builds hot rods and motorcycles, always has.
Yeah. That's cool.
And he's in his 80s now and still doing it, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool. My grandma kikes him out of the house and makes him go do shit. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It is cool.
So have you always been an artist? Drawing, painting?
Yeah,
or,
Yeah, I started really young.
Oh, really?
But yeah.
Finger painting or like oil and paints?
Mostly with my dick.
Same.
Hey, we've all been there. There you go. Yeah. So you do a lot of really good art. I found you because I love pinstriping.
Oh, nice.
And I am awful at it, but I love trying to do it. And so I found you that way. But like, did you get into just painting bikes or Tims?
No, see, I don't spray anything.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if
Yeah.
that's okay.
I leave that for people
Someone
that are
else.
good at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like doing the detail and
Yeah.
Right.
the shit that makes stuff look cooler.
Yeah.
And you can do a lot with just the line.
It's
You're-
wild.
Yeah.
So your Christmas ornaments.
Oh
that you
yeah,
get.
the
Yeah.
ornaments.
Yeah.
That's
Those-
why you're here, sir.
Yeah, actually, because he's like, okay, at this time you got to get on and just buy anything you can. And it's like,
Yeah, they went
get on,
crazy.
and it was like everything sold out. And he's like, I know.
Yeah, you were. Do you remember when I was messaging you
Yeah,
because the
yeah.
site was down? And I was like, God damn it!
yeah,
And-
it got flooded and just shut down.
Yeah.
Like, so
And it was because Burrito, he was like, I got 2, I got
Oh,
6,
yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And that's actually how I really became friends with Burrito because I was like, I'm gonna break in your house, I'm gonna steal some. There you go, Burrito. Now you know.
well, I'm
No.
gonna do more this year and
Yeah.
I'll start earlier because
Yeah.
I'm a dumbass and have to wait 2 weeks before Christmas before
Yeah.
I start doing shit. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. You're like, I waited to the last minute, and I was like, because so how did you start that?
Pinstriping?
No, like
Yeah,
this,
no,
oh.
actually, yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah. How did you start pinstriping?
Shit. I started. I'm 32. I started whenever I was 14,
Okay.
and but my grandpa and dad took me car shows all the
Yeah.
time. So we were up there, and a guy, I believe his name is the Montana Pinstriper, and he was just a traveling pinstriper. And I
Right.
haven't seen him since. I don't know if he's retired
Or what.
happened to him.
It's kind of wild.
and
with
he's
those
not
guys.
online. Nothing.
Yeah.
But he told my grandpa what paint it was and the brush to use, and my dad ordered them.
Oh, nice.
And so, what was that 17, almost 18 years ago?
Yeah.
It's been about every day.
So I was learning how to pinstripe from a guy named Manny here locally.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, you got to pinstripe every day. So that's how you really built on that.
Yeah, it really is, because if you lose, or if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I
It's hypnotizing to watch. I mean, like when you watch people doing it, and it's like how, especially doing the mirror images, like
the symmetry is hard.
It's all in the eyes.
It's not in the noses, it's in the eyes. Because like doing like the spears and all that stuff was so, you would think it wouldn't be that hard. Oh, fuck me, it's hard as shit.
Because
Because
they can be too wide and they look stupid. If they're too skinny, they look wrong. So there's a lot of planning you have to do in your head. After you pull one line, you got to think 3 lines ahead on how they're going to intersect and
it's like
where they're going, and save room for more colors. Because I work in like 5, 6, 7 colors. Often.
Right.
So you have to remember to keep room.
Right.
Yeah, so you can build out on it. Yeah, because I would paint myself literally into several corners when I was doing it.
That happens. And then your intersections start crossing
like,
shitty and right.
So what's your favorite to-date project you have pinstriped?
Shit. Fuck. I'm gonna have to come back to that one.
I've
so much stuff.
Because have you been a professional pinstriper and all that stuff like for most of your adult life or what?
Yeah, I still have a day job. I half time it is what I call it.
Okay.
My day job, I work 7 days on and then I'm off for 7 days.
I was wondering how you did that.
So yeah.
So the art pieces on your website where you've actually done the prints you made and stuff. So you actually did the painting.
Yeah, I do everything.
And then you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna lay some lines on this bitch.
Yeah, I've always loved like there's a pretty
that's
much
how it started.
Right. No, well, because I mean it's kind of a mix, because you'll have like a landscape with like a horse, almost a cowboy scene, and then kind of coming down the middle in the sky, you've got like
so I always love
pinstripe stuff,
the
and it's
Southwest.
The American Southwest stuff.
It's the best.
It's so cool.
It's really it's legit.
And I
cool.
have this goofy shit painting behind you, but that was a hand-me-down. But like,
cool.
I mean, it's dope as fuck. Look at it. But like the American Southwest stuff, that was what my mom used to do oil paintings of. And so when I found your shit, I was like, oh, this is what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
So,
Mark Maggiore, I don't know if you follow him. He's incredible.
Oh no, I do, because of you. You told me.
I share shit all the time, but everything he does is incredible. And I kept seeing his shit, and I want to do my knockoff shittier version.
Right,
but, like the Temu version.
But the Temu version. Fuck you, man.
Right.
You said a knockoff shittier version. Hey, I own your shit. Fucking calm down.
But you're like, damn it, why didn't I think of that?
But I was like, Western, and I was like, let's just blend these things. And I've never seen that. So
yours is legit the first time I've ever seen pinstriping on art like that, and it blew my fucking mind.
It's been fun.
Some of the best art. I'm a photographer, like 25 years as a professional photographer.
Wow.
So it was, but when I grew up, I was drawing, painting. I've always been an artist, but it's like, as I got into like when photography was the one that it clicked. That like, oh, this is.
Yeah, I can't live without this.
Yeah. I know. Like picked up a camera and I just knew what to do.
Yeah, you're like, PASM, I got it.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was like the stealing. Artists steal from
it's everything.
From
Man.
everything.
Yeah.
You see somebody and you're like, I'm gonna copy everything he does until I learn it. And it's like, it's funny you start doing that, because when I was doing that, I would emulate artists I like, but then I start putting my own style into it, or I combine these two styles into it.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And then people come up and they're like, how the fuck did you think of that? And I'm like,
four people gave me their ideas.
I don't know. I
that was weird.
Did.
Came to me in a dream.
This thing isn't new. It's just
right,
changed.
Right.
It's just like how Led Zeppelin stole everything. No. But so I was gonna, it was very interesting, because I was like, can I come over and take some photos, because you're pinstriping our buddy's truck, and then you're like, when I'm in the zone, I was like,
it would have been real boring for everybody.
You're like, this is like, I'd be like, snap, snap, snap. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. So like. You do that medium with the oil paintings and all that stuff. Had you been doing that when you were younger, or did you just take that on as an idea?
Shit, I had really good art teachers growing up in school, and I still take advice from my high school art teacher. I mean, I talked to her. Shout out to Miss H. She's the best.
Nice. There we go.
That's funny.
Public school teachers. Yeah,
they're great. She's great. So.
Yeah. Well, and so do you collaborate with people and you kind of bounce ideas off, or like? 'Cause,
Oh yeah.
Okay. So-
Yeah, some good friends of mine. Todd Hansen, he's up in Wasion, Ohio,
Okay.
and then Jen Thomas, she's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
You holler at Jen. I'm sure you've seen her stuff.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to
I
now.
have,
Yeah.
yeah. I have. She's
she's
she's good.
Yeah, I bug them
all the time.
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that was so I love pinstriping because living in Oklahoma City, they used to have the hot rod,
Yeah.
The national one over at
Yeah,
the
that
fair
was
grounds.
huge. And
Yeah.
Is that not around anymore?
No, it is. It's just I'm over by 39th Street and I'm always like, oh,
Yeah.
fucking people. But watching people that really know how to pinstripe, like you said, is mesmerizing.
Yeah.
Mesmerizing. I don't know. I can't pronounce shit.
Close enough.
Yeah. But like then I found your stuff and I was like, man, this is like killer work. And you're doing all this like wild shit, like the paintings and the ornaments. And I was like,
Right.
I had not thought of that.
Right. Like the ornaments,
Yeah,
you wouldn't
so-
think,
Yeah, so somebody
but it's cool
years
as
ago
shit.
posted ornaments, and I was like, that's a good idea. They've kind of taken off among pinstripers in general.
Oh, really?
But
Yeah.
I like putting a shitload of lines in and making them
Yeah.
a little different. Like I did a little Western, a few
Yeah,
Western
that was
ones.
the one
Right,
I really
right.
wanted.
Yeah, that
and
was
then
pretty-
I was like,
pretty popular.
motherfucker. Yeah. That, like, because I was telling people that aren't into like motorcycles or anything like that, just find art
Yeah.
about them. And I was like, check this out. And they're like, I want a bunch of those. And so that I'm sure none of them have ordered anything because you know how that works. But yeah. So like, yeah, because I just started seeing your stuff and I was like, man, this guy's killer. I gotta get him on. So
Yeah, Rad. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
but then you're a multi-dimensional man over here because number one listener over here, Nate, was like, ask him about the Oklahomies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
We're a bunch of goofballs that like to party.
so
Yeah.
so how did the Oklahomies start? I have not been yet because last year I
Oh, you're missing out.
We,
Oh, well,
we
I'm
were
coming
we were
this
gonna
year.
go we were gonna go last year, and I forget we had something come up because we were gonna go up for the day.
yeah we were gonna not camp and then we're gonna go for like the day and
yeah,
then,
you'll want to camp.
oh yeah. So
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
the download dirty on this year's Oklahomies?
It's gonna be fun. This is our 6th year, so we've actually started figuring shit out finally.
You finally like
Right,
actually
right.
you're not like, oh, we just did this. Like, oh shit.
It's a shitload of work, but
Oh, yeah.
there's about 7 of us, and we just wanted something in Oklahoma instead of something in fucking Texas.
Yeah.
And,
Right, right.
But
Or
it's-
Arkansas.
Yeah, no
that-
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want something at home.
Yeah,
and,
so you don't have to ride all fucking day to get to it.
yeah, we can just drink all day.
Yeah, and just
'cause
fucking hang
we have
out.
free beer for everybody. We usually Builtwell's usually sponsors some giveaway shit for us, and
Yeah.
the Martian Machine guys. He's Tyler and Timmy. They're part of the Oklahomies as well.
Yeah.
And,
Nice.
We do some fun games. Knives by Nick comes up and he gives away a knife, and
Oh, nice. Yeah.
usually
right,
and
yeah.
right.
it's
It's a
fun,
good
man.
time. Yeah, because
We
so
have bands
yeah, his-
Friday and
yeah.
Saturday. Like
I was trying to find because Nate was like, ask him this, ask him that, ask him this. And I was like, where the fuck is that message? Because I can't remember all that shit. He's like, the Oklahomie story's so good. So it's a bunch of goofballs.
Yeah,
so it's your
oh,
tight knit group up there?
it's
Or?
yeah. We hang out every Thursday.
So you have your
yeah.
own T-Bar Thursday kind of thing going on.
yeah,
Nice.
pretty much. And no, it's good, man. We wanted this a thing that wasn't corporate-y bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, we wanted something that was just no awards. I mean, we give away a few things, but
Right,
it's
right.
no show. It's a ride-in, camp out,
Yeah.
get drunk, have fun, listen to music,
Party.
and hang out with your
Yeah.
biker buds that
Right,
you don't get to see
right.
all the time.
Yeah. And I guess you have probably attendance from across the country, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think last year or the year before last, we had guys that were in from Nevada and Kentucky and Tennessee.
shit.
I mean, all over.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think we had about 300 people last year.
Oh, shit. And it's
Okay.
at Kaw Lake, right?
Yeah, it's on Kaw
Yeah.
Lake. Yeah,
Okay,
we're
cool.
in Osage Cove.
Yeah.
So
So it's a good time. It's just a riot.
yeah, it's a blast. You won't leave unhappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
we
we've
went
heard-
through 96 30 packs last year.
Wow.
So-
Oh my
Nice.
god, dude!
Nice.
So it is free beer.
It
Let's
is
go
free
back to
beer.
that.
Yeah.
How did you partner with someone?
I've heard from
no partners. We just pay for it.
You're just like, oh fuck, the beer bill's here.
yeah.
Eric White was
Oh, yeah.
was talking about it when he went up and was like, yeah, you just go drink till you go and then pass out in your tent and then you
Yeah,
wake
If
up.
you make it there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you make it there, and he's
Yeah.
like, then you wake up and like, hopefully they're not doing a burnout into your
Tent
tent.
and shit like that.
It's
You
like
never can tell.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because this is your 6th year.
Yeah.
So what's one of the more memorable stories you have about it?
Oh,
Allegedly, if we need to.
yeah.
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah.
What was it? It
Names-
wasn't last year.
names
It
have
was
been
OFR
changed.
4.
Mhm.
It was hot as hell because it was in June. It was a hot June,
Yeah.
and we had a little like a kids pool.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of naked dudes in it, and we called it dude soup.
I remember someone telling me about that, and I was like, "Is that a thing?" I went to an
It's
opposite
not a thing.
Yeah, it's not a normal thing. It just happens.
He's like, it's not, but it is now.
Yeah, it's on the agenda.
I'm supposed to say there's at least 20% less dick this year.
Is that what that was what the comedian or the comedian told you? They're like publicly.
That's what we're advertising.
Yeah, 20 now with 20 less dicks. Like, wait, what? Like there was dick? So when you're putting it on, like, okay, so you have, so is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or
No, it's just Friday, Saturday.
Friday, Saturday? All right.
So Friday evening, all day. Saturday, whenever you wake up on Sunday, you go home.
Okay, cool. And then and you have bands.
Yeah, we have a 2-piece, the same one as we had last year on Friday.
Okay.
And Cody Barnett, he's an Okie. He's got some pretty sick stuff for Saturday.
Nice.
Got a new album coming out and all kinds of stuff. So we're pretty stoked.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. So so you guys, okay, so you said Bitwell brings helmets.
Yeah,
Or
or something. We usually get something from Biltwell.
Yeah.
And then just a few. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
So
is
we used
it
to go
a-
crazy.
Free for all for camping, or
Yeah, everything's free.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing
Nice.
you have to pay for is food.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And we usually have somebody making food.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be barbecue this year.
Yeah,
Nice.
nice.
We had
Okay.
like a Cajun seafood truck last
Oh
year.
fuck yeah.
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 Okay.
So it is a legit party.
Yeah, we started figuring it out.
Yeah. So okay, so how many guys were you run it with you?
7, I think.
That's a pretty good group.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's enough hands on for 96 cases of beer.
Yeah, it is.
So do the liquor store and the gas station owners freak the fuck out whenever they see you guys walk in?
No, it's usually we will warn a grocery store.
You're like, hey,
because we literally bought
you
a pallet of Busch Light last
You
year.
need to put in an order for us a
Yeah,
month.
they do.
Yeah.
They have to.
Yeah. So the first year you did it, how many people showed up?
I think there's a solid like 80 or 90.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it
Damn.
was surprising.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
you've it's continuously grown.
Yeah,
so
we don't really care for it to be any bigger, but
yeah, that's kind of we help with another event, Edmond Bike Night, and like it gets bigger every fucking year, and like I was like, why?
Yeah,
Why?
I got when I think it was, I can't remember what year it was. I got one of the Oklahoma stickers, the one that had the
I designed those.
yeah.
So you do the design for the logo or
Yeah.
the, I guess, logo every
Yeah, I
year.
always do the graphics for us every year, and
That's cool.
yeah, so
So-
graphic design is another little side thing.
You're just a man of many talents because you're like
Not
artistic.
enough hours in the day.
he's like whatever makes me money.
Yeah, $20 is $20, and I
I'm
got
trying to fucking retire.
yeah, sir, I get it. I'm 34 this year, and I'm trying to do the same. So, yeah. So now Nate and a bunch of chopper guys go up. Do you have a chopper?
Just my shovel. It's
your
a swing arm.
okay,
but
so-
it's choppery.
Okay. And then, so do you ride? What is that? What you normally take to Oklahoma?
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I take pretty much everywhere.
Oklahoma. Well, from what I've seen, it's a lot more
Yeah, we
choppery.
We definitely aim for choppers. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Vintage choppers, but anybody.
Will
can
my
come, yeah.
metric Yamaha be okay to be up
Yeah,
there?
You're good.
Okay, cool. Because I know the guy that helps run it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know one of the
Doesn't matter.
founders.
So,
No,
so
we're
I'll take Sporty Spice up there. We'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Yeah.
we just have fun, man. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter what you ride.
Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you guys get a bunch of gold wings at some point?
No.
I thought that you guys had a bunch of gold wings. I'm trying to remember who that was because someone was like, I think he's the guy that got a bunch of gold wings and fucked with some shit.
Not that I remember. I don't know, but I'm pretty drunk whenever I'm there.
Yeah, you're just up. So, how far is it from your house? And do you go back to camp at your house every night?
Oh no, I stay there.
You stay there?
You-
Yeah.
You can't ride by the end of the night. So. And it's a curvy 20-minute ride back to the house.
Oh yeah, so you're like, nah, I'm here, dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So then what other, do you help with any other events? Do you have any other events that you're really big into this year that you want to go to? Or?
No, not this year. Like we rode to what is that? EDR.
What's EDR?
The El Diablo run there in
Oh
Oklahoma.
yeah. That
Yeah.
was the one.
Yeah, a bunch of the Oklahomies went down there. And,
Okay,
and our wives. We all had a good time.
Okay, so what's the El Diablo run? I don't really know a whole lot about it.
It used to be Biltwell sponsors it, and it's
You're
in,
big on Bitwell. I got it.
Well, this happens. They do cool shit.
Yeah, you're like, I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just a fun. It used to be very, very choppery, and it's kind of gotten less choppery over the years, but still super fun. The Baja's awesome.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's the one where people ride in with like $500,000 bike and it breaks down. They just leave it on the side of the road and go.
No, I think $500 bike.
Maybe $500 bike. Yeah.
Okay, so the El
$500
Diablo
bike.
run is what Burrito was telling me about the other night, where he's like, you need to build a chopper out of a monkey
Yeah.
and take it down there.
Yeah.
that's
So it's in Baja, sir.
Yeah. So, what is that? San Felipe is where it's at.
Okay.
And it used to be a ride where the Biltwell does like a little ride from Temecula where they're located.
Okay.
down to Mexicali, and it's on the other side
Yeah.
of Baja, and
Yeah.
then you ride over the other side of the peninsula to San Felipe.
Nice.
So it's cool.
So
It's-
how many years have you been doing that?
oh, this is my first one.
Oh.
One of the Oklahomies has gone to every single one of them, and then a couple of the other guys have been
to
I think
every-
at least another time or two.
Okay. Are
Yeah.
you taking a $500 special bike?
Yeah, I took the shovel.
Yeah. So what crazy shit happened with that one?
It wasn't real crazy. It was a bunch of like Mexican biker gangs this year, which is like
Oh, really?
really weird.
How was that?
It was fine. Everybody's super cool there.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, like, do you know Spanish?
Enough to ask
Hola,
for a
un
beer in
poquito.
the restroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Donde estás el pantalones?
Double baño.
Yeah, that's
Or
where you-
or just baños and do the dance.
yeah. That's usually how
Dos cerveza, por favor.
I've been to a lot of Spanish speaking countries, and I do not speak a lick of Spanish, and I'm all the time like,
Cerveza and baño.
I was like,
Yeah.
baño.
Cerveza, baño,
Yeah,
taco.
yeah.
I mean-
I've got taco
You
online.
can find those anywhere.
Yeah,
find those
like,
anywhere. Yeah, you can
I can
find those
smell
anywhere.
them. And churro.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hell, I had the Taquillera dollar or whatever the hell it is down in by Tyler's house today,
Oh, yeah?
and it was fucking good.
Yeah, dude.
Some of the best ceviche I think I've ever had.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know they had ceviche. over
There's
there.
there's a really good one over here on 10th Street. Takira
nice.
Sanchez.
Yeah.
Check it
Play
out.
your cards right. You
Dollar
might get the free
$1.25
tacos.
tacos.
Nice.
They're
They're like the number one in the city.
I would pay like $3 for
Oh,
a taco.
Are they the little tiny ones?
no, they're not
No,
too bad.
they're not
They're
too.
bigger
They
than
are
that
the
coaster.
street ones, but
Yeah.
you get like 4 of them, and
It's good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had it for
Yeah.
lunch. So.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
it's a it's a power lunch. So how long were you on working on Tyler's stuff for?
Oh, I got there this morning, but I lettered some saddlebags for him and then strapped the truck. So it was
Couple hours.
Yeah, a few hours.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
So do you like in your head when you go to do a project like that? Because as I was talking to you a little bit about it, but like, do you just kind of say, like, it's going to take me 6 hours to do this, or like, do you just let it go?
I usually have some sort of idea how long it'll take me, but
Okay.
it's never really accurate.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
true. That's
Because
all.
some jobs just go quicker.
Yeah, and then do you like how does that work? Do you like you typically go like creative license? You just go nuts.
It depends.
Okay.
Like Tyler just was like, do it type of thing. Some
Yeah.
customers are like, I want this here and this here and this here.
Yeah,
Those aren't as fun, but
Yeah.
they still
Right,
They still
right.
work. Yeah.
yeah, and then like
I have the most fun when I can just be set free. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
everything turns out better that way.
yeah, because like that's one of the things. Like the sheriff was asking, she was like, "Well, what are you gonna have on your helmet?" And I was like, "I'm just gonna tell him like, let's just fuck it up, man." I was like, "Here's the dollar amount I got to spend for you today."
Yeah, that's what everything
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
I don't work with any budget pretty much.
Yeah, which is nice because that's one of the things too. Is I feel like a lot of people get afraid about that because that's a really unique experience to have done, and not everyone has it.
And there would be no other one like it. That's
Yeah,
that's
That's
it.
the cool part. Yeah.
And but they like I talked to one guy. He's like, "Oh man, Pinstriping's got to be like $3,000-$4,000." I'm like, I don't think it's that much,
I
man.
fucking wish.
Yeah, you're like you were like, I would just do 2 a month. That'd be all right.
Right.
So
So with the sign painting, are you seeing I've noticed just around town, like trying to start to see a lot more resurgence of that as
Yeah.
an art,
yeah. In general.
not as an art form, but as like a lot of more businesses are going to,
yeah,
it's kind of that throwback.
Well, I
where-
think everybody's just so fucking sick of the same 3 designs you can get with vinyl.
Yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah.
the thing about it. Like
like-
it looks lame as shit.
Yeah, so I see it. There's a shitload of sign painters now that I
Right,
see, like
right.
all over the
Yeah.
country. But
Right.
I know Rick Knight used to be down here.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Is he still around?
I think he because what was he? Was he was Lettering Express?
Maybe I'm trying to remember because he the one that lives in the mountain.
No,
He's the old guy, right?
Yeah, super
Yeah.
old,
I think he might be around, but like not working.
I don't. I think he's retired.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen
There's
seen
a
his
couple
work
of
for
younger
decades.
guys.
Yeah,
Dusty Gilpin, which is Okie
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I like Dusty.
what's his name?
Tanner.
Ty-
Tanner Frady.
Tanner
yeah.
Frady.
yeah, Tanner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
yeah. Oh, so you know Tanner
and,
too?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I went to school with Ashley.
Oh yeah.
and
yeah, she just tattooed me here.
Yeah,
recently.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice.
she's
What'd you
a-
get done? Can I see it?
Oh, it was a little.
Oh,
Charlie
yeah,
Cocker
yeah, I
thing.
saw that
Frosty Clown. Yeah.
She did the Reaper on my
And
on
she
my
did some other
calf.
shit. But, she did something else on my. Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
Skull
yeah.
Girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
But them and watching them, especially like I said, the younger guys, and especially with the tattoos and everything, you start seeing the tattoo shops going back to
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
and it's
seems to
kind
be-
of starting to boom back up.
I don't
and-
think it ever really left tattoo shops. I think it's just becoming more popular again.
right,
Yeah,
right.
because
Because every time you walk into a tattoo shop, they're gonna have something hand painted.
yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's,
yeah.
I mean, if I walked in, it was sterile. I'd be like,
Yeah. I
I
don't want it to
fucking-
look like fucking Pinterest when I walk in.
Oh my god, dude. Well, you know, there's a
You would get
there's a lane.
all the basic white bitches.
Yeah, there's a lane for that. It's
Can I
just
get
not
an
for me.
infinity sign, please?
Oh my god, I need a circle right here on my hat.
Can I
Yeah.
get live, laugh, love?
Yeah. So I was watching some reel the other day, and it was a tattoo artist, and he's doing this design. He's like, "Can please do anything else?" And she's like, "I guess, just have fun." And she's like, "It's amazing. I didn't really want that though." I'm like, "Yeah, because you wanted live, laugh, love on you. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, you're a walking billboard for Hallmark." Yeah.
Right.
Do you work with the tattoos? Do you sit down and like kind of idea?
Oh no, I don't like picking anything. I like giving an idea and letting the artists do their thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so the one that you showed us that. Sorry for the listeners. It's a sad clown and it's hilarious. What's it say?
I'm just a clown. It's Charlie Crockett lyrics. He's my
Yeah.
Okay.
favorite. So
Yeah. So that was the reason behind it. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be a clown.
yeah,
It's fucking hilarious
Yeah.
though.
Ashley's got a bunch where if you don't, for listeners who don't know, she is Viking Ashley.
Yeah.
She tattoos at Keepsake
yeah.
OKC, which
They
they've
just
got.
moved. That place.
Yeah,
is nice.
yeah, their new
Yeah.
one. Their new one is awesome.
Yeah, it's
and
super
they've got
It's like walking into
J
a
Dabs
museum.
is there. All the
J Dabs, every time he sees me, I forget who he is. Sorry.
Yeah.
But he always waves. And he's like, "Hey, squirrel!" I'm like, "Oh, hey, it's you." I'm always like,
yeah,
"Oh,
they've
fuck,
got some,
you're here."
They've got some incredible artists. There.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
So on the sign painting, because I like the gold leaf a lot, and it's like that old school kind of like 1800s Western look. Is that something you do as part of? Have you done a lot of those, or is it just like
Man, I don't have the clientele for that.
Okay.
I know some people do a lot of it. But
Yeah.
my gold leaf really sticks to like doing flames or
Yeah.
pinstriping
Yeah.
with gold leaf instead
Gold
of
leaf's the shit, dude.
gold
I
leaf
do
is-
in variegated, which is like that
Yeah,
the
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
that looks
yeah,
a
yeah.
little funky.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
that-
that was the only
that-
stuff I've ever
it-
laid.
Yeah,
Yeah. The variegated was the first stuff that I like ever saw, and I was like,
I love it.
I think I was 12, and it's just
Yeah.
like, what is that?
And
Yeah.
it's a lot more accessible and quite a bit cheaper than
Right.
Yeah.
actual gold.
Gold.
So
Right.
it's a lot more. You can do more of it on things that
Yeah.
people couldn't afford 23 karat or 18 karat gold.
Yeah, 'cause
Right,
So,
right.
When I was like learning from Annie, I was like, God, this is expensive. He's like, that's not that bad. You fucking look at an actual gold leaf real
Yeah,
fast though. I'm
yeah.
like, okay, not getting that done.
and I get it from W&B, which is the only U.S. manufacturer of gold leaf left.
Oh,
in
really?
The country. They've been around since the 1800s. And
So
Wow.
do you use matte brushes or what brush?
yeah, so I use King 13, which
Okay.
is it's a Todd Hansen. He designed it, but Mac makes it.
Okay, cool.
And then he just come out with new lettering brushes, which I
Ooh.
used
Yeah.
today, and I've used them since they've come out a month ago.
Oh, nice.
And they're fantastic.
So, like, how big's your?
What paint are you using? One
Yeah.
shot?
No, I stopped using one shot about 10 years ago. I switched to Ronin
Okay.
almost exclusively. I like those guys. It's not owned by PPG. It's still
Yeah.
a small
Right.
company.
Right.
So is One
right,
Shot
right,
owned
right.
by PPG?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was wondering.
And
Yeah.
whenever COVID happened, and One Shot pretty much went non-existent
Yeah.
because they pulled all of any supplies they could get would go to the big money makers
Yeah.
for like
Right.
auto
Right. Right.
manufacturers and
And all that shit.
and the bigger money stuff. So people were going nuts, and I was fine because
Yeah, you're like,
I
no.
used Ronin.
Yeah. How did you find Ronin?
They've been around. They were actually the first like single stroke sign painting enamel.
really?
And and then One Shot came shortly after. I don't know exact years, but
Yeah.
but it's great paint.
Yeah.
The people there are fantastic. So it's a good company to work with.
Which is nice. That's one of the things
Yeah.
that's like trying to figure all that stuff out. Because I bought some One Shot and I was like, I don't know what else I want. I got white and black. That was what I was going to practice with. And I was like, I never broke it open. I got too much other shit going on.
Yeah, if you buy a pint of white or black and get to the bottom of it, you'll know how to do it.
Yeah, that's a good point. So did you? Okay, so circling back around. So you watched the guy at the show.
Yeah.
And then did you was the VHS video what you learned off of?
No,
or-
there wasn't shit.
Yeah.
I started. It was just kind of like anything you could find magazine wise.
Uh-huh.
What was this? 2006.
Hot rod. Yeah.
And then it was later on when I actually got internet.
Yeah, yeah. it took a while for them to bring it up north.
You've got mail.
Yeah. Like we're all on
down
fiber
the-
down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's dialing in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Get off the phone.
God damn it! I gotta learn how to pinstripe.
But then there's a thing called I think it was the Pinhead Lounge, and it was
Okay.
a forum. It's
All right.
it's no longer around, but
Yeah.
that was the first time I seen like there's a guy named Willis Dormer that's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
I remember seeing his work, and that really kind of popped off. But then it was 3 years later, 09-ish. I was down in Denison, Texas at a car show, and I met a guy named Butch Tucker
Okay.
He goes by Butcher. He's out in Mesa, Arizona.
Okay.
And Ron Myers, which is out of Tulsa.
Yeah.
Right,
And he
right.
just passed away a few years ago.
Yeah.
And then a few years later, I met a guy named David Hightower, which is where I get most of my style from.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's still around. I just went and visited him. He's the best,
Nice.
in my opinion, of all time.
Okay.
And so those 3 guys, I got real lucky because I was young. They kind of took me under their wing.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for them, there's no fucking way I would have been here.
Yeah, it's like one of the, because I grew up watching Motorcycle Mania, because we're the same age essentially. And like I was like, oh, I want to learn how to do pinstripe, because you'd watch him and there's that old guy with a shaky fucking hand and he just puts the brush down the car. You're like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah. But
that's a story everybody knows too.
yeah,
So.
because I just wanted to get into it, but I could never find anybody that was doing it. Like my dad wouldn't help, and I was like, so I always find it fascinating for like how you got on it. But that's cool that you were able to get some mentors on.
Yeah, it was just all happenstance. I just got lucky.
Yeah.
And then it was around 09. There's a book, I think it came out, it's by Alan Johnson. It's called How to Pinstripe.
Yeah.
And that's the book
that you would suggest.
That I would suggest for anybody, because it's got
Amazon
everything
right
you
now?
know. Yeah, it is. It's on Amazon. It's cheap. It's like $25.
Yeah. And it's really something that because you'll see them on cars and you're like, oh, that's cool. And like, you don't think there's that much work that goes into it. And then you try to drag a fucking line.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
well, all right.
This is actually pretty hard.
Yeah, it's actually surprising. So how do you like hand positioning? Do you have a special type that you do?
It just depends on where you're at in the design, because I'm usually a 3-finger down at the beginning,
Okay.
but as you start building,
Yeah.
and you have to go back, you kind of have to
Yeah.
pull up another.
get that
couple
pinky
Yeah,
fingers.
to get the
down
pinky
and-
out.
yeah.
Get a
or
little
you
fancy.
brace with your other hand. Or
Yeah,
whatever you have to do.
I tried to figure that out. I was like, God,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
It's all this time, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like playing music. If you want to get really good at it, you got to put that time
You
in.
have to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, and then like, okay, so you do sign lettering, you do the pinstriping, and then the fine art stuff. Like,
yeah, I don't know. That's
just
it's
When do
kind
you
of
when do you
just
find
swung
time
back.
for that? And is that like your just
it's just
zone
fun,
out
you
and
know,
fun?
like-
Yeah.
So like I'll do customer jobs usually like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
Okay.
and Wednesday sometimes on
Yeah.
my weeks off.
Yeah.
But Thursdays are always spent from shit that I want to do.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I still get to do things I actually want to do, because
Self-care.
I still I need shit to put on the website. I need
Yeah.
to do this. I need to do
Right.
that. and
Yeah.
So that's usually how I that's something recent, because I
Yeah.
was just doing customer jobs,
You get
and
burned
just
out.
getting bored.
Yeah.
that's
So-
yeah.
And it's not that the projects are boring. It was just I want to do what I want to do.
Yeah, you're
So,
just like, I've done enough lines this week.
yeah. So,
So the one I bought is it's not the hunter. It's the guy the cowboy on the horse.
yeah,
And he's
looking out.
yeah. So
Yeah.
what's the name of that piece?
Looking out, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said it, and I totally didn't hear it. Okay. So how long did it take you to do looking at?
Oh shit, way too much time, honestly. But
Yeah.
they've gotten a little bit quicker as I've getting more familiar with them.
Yeah.
So I kind of have a better plan, and that really makes everything a little easier.
Right.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So what did you score in your AP art exam? Did you take AP art?
I never went to college.
I went. I don't have a degree.
Well, I went for like 3 days.
Yeah, and you're like, fuck this shit. I'm out. Yeah, party. And then that's how the Oklahomies rally or something.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's yeah. So okay. That I can't even begin to believe that you were just like, I'm gonna start painting fine art like this all of a sudden, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
I don't know. Just, there's so many pinstripers
yeah,
all over, and you have to figure out something to stand out on your own.
Yeah.
And that's something that I've struggled with for a long time until that Western blend shit started happening.
yeah,
And,
And
now
it's-
I've got something that's kind of mine.
yeah,
So that's
Yeah.
yeah.
it. Pretty
Well, you
much
just
for-
won an award.
Yeah,
didn't you?
we have a local.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
part of the City Arts there in Ponca City, and
Uh-huh.
they do a really cool member show every year. And,
Okay.
a lot of just local artists,
Right.
that are a part of it go
Yeah.
into it. It's super fun.
Yeah,
It's
what-
like the 3rd year I've done it.
Oh, nice. What award did you win?
It was like first in oils, I believe, is what it was.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And what
So
piece did you have up on it?
It was. Did you see that that purple piece with the 60 Ford?
yeah. Okay, so that was the one.
that
I wasn't
the
for sure if that
one
was
won,
the. Yeah, and that's a killer piece too.
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
And then that was my friend Jeff Myers. He owned a shop in Arc City. His son owns it now.
Uh-huh.
But he built custom cars. He passed away a few years ago. And I had a stack of those candied panels that he
Uh-huh.
did
Yeah.
Right.
years, like a couple years before he died. I brought him a whole bunch of panels. Like, when you have extra paint, can you just
Yeah. That's
put
cool.
these up? And
Yeah.
then I got them after he passed away.
You're
And
like
then-
in
so-
memorandum.
Yeah, so it's cool to still have some. I'm down the last couple, so
Oh yeah.
I'm really hanging on to those. So
Yeah, you're like, what am I gonna put on this?
paint one for me.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So how much of your own work do you have in the house, or is your house barren of
our
art?
house is covered.
Oh, yeah?
My wife's an artist as well. So
Oh, cool. What'd she do?
really cool. Like here lately, it's been a lot of really neat Western stuff as well.
Oh, that's
but
cool.
It's a completely different style. And,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, she's killing it. So it's cool to see.
Yeah. And then like because we were trying to schedule this for a while.
Yeah.
Like I was like, you tell me because we'll figure it out.
Yeah, my schedule's nuts.
Yeah, I was like, God, man, everybody I know is the hardest working motherfucker I've ever met. But okay, so one of the things I've kind of realized is a lot of the pinstriper guys are like, they drift around.
Mhm.
They are not.
Yeah. See, I don't like traveling. I like people coming to me.
Yeah.
And,
So is that how you most of the time do it? Like they contact you?
almost all the time.
Yeah.
Unless it's cool shit. Like, and I have to go somewhere. Semis, I'll
Right.
go location.
Yeah.
But like,
Because you can't have a semi in your fucking driveway all of a sudden.
I've had them there. I've had one there recently.
You're like, the neighbors
You're
are like, fuck.
it happens. They
Yeah.
just don't,
I don't
like
prefer it. But
Yeah.
this summer, I'm planning on building a shop. I need more space.
Yeah.
And this strictly for work.
Yeah.
And
Congratulations, dude. You're really
Yeah.
stepping it up.
I'm trying.
Yeah. You were joking about retirement. Fucking, you're not going to have it with that kind of a
Now
plan.
you were just down in Daytona.
Orlando. Yeah.
Orlando, okay.
I told you it
Okay.
was a vacation. He went to Harry Potter World, man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mean,
I
you know.
follow that. Yeah, I added him on Facebook. I was like, oh, he has a completely different life on
One-
Facebook.
One of us doesn't have Facebook.
Yeah,
So
he uses my Facebook Marketplace ads
yeah,
or
gotcha.
links. I send it to him, and he'll go through and he can backdoor it without
yeah,
having a Facebook.
I don't know how it works, but
Yeah.
I can get in there. And
Yeah,
so
that's handy.
then he'll wake up or he'll look at his phone and have 37 like
Tell him that you want to.
marketplace where I'm like, I want this, buy it.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
like,
tell him $200.
Facebook sucks, but it is great for marketing. And
Yeah.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
Yeah. It's
Like-
the bane of my existence, and I use it for Marketplace. And I recently posted for the first time in like months, and then someone was like, "Oh, we thought you were dead." I'm like, "Whoa."
I'm like, I have found all the shitbox projects to fill up his backyard, and I'm
Yeah, I
just
live on a
like,
half acre. You're gonna see it in a little bit, but
I'm like, buy this, we need it.
yeah, and then every so often I'm like, bro, we haven't even finished the project we brought home from Kansas City for you last year, on top of the other 5 projects I had back there.
Yeah,
Calm your tits.
I know.
Do you have any crazy projects going on right now?
No, which is I've got a painted project that I'm going to sell. But
Oh.
I'm doing other people's shit here lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's one of the things. It's like I have my Yamaha, and as much as I'd love to build like an old Harley or something like that, now that you've said this, but I
Is
always
it new panhead, old panhead?
Yeah, it's an older.
Okay.
Yeah.
what year?
The case. It's kind of they split the cases, so
Okay.
it was. It's got like a knucklehead left case, but a panhead right. But
Okay.
it's all panhead everything else.
Right.
But it's
is it a frame and everything?
it's
or?
a complete bike.
All right, we might
Yeah.
be putting that up on the marketing place for you. Yeah, Chevy Boy Magic fucking for sale sign on it.
Gotta
Yeah.
see-
We do
I gotta-
everything.
Yeah, we do everything here. Like, it's like the name of the name of my other business is my name. It does everything technologies, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Literally, it's just a way for me to get paid.
That's right.
Like it's an escort for a reason." So you when was your first, and how nerve-wracking, but when was your first paid pinstriping gig?
It was at that Denison show.
Okay.
Well, it was the first real job that was like not a friend,
Okay.
like 'cause
Right.
You're doing friend stuff.
Yeah,
for
all
years.
the time. Yeah.
But it was like the first real one, and it was.
Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, it was just a grill off
Okay.
of like a early model, like or a later Model T.
Okay.
Like a hot rod, like
Yeah.
a T bucket.
Right.
Yeah.
But he put a different grill on it, like a grill shell.
Uh-huh.
And he had pinstriping that was on it that was done in the 70s or
Oh,
some
shit.
shit. So, and he had photos of it, and he's like, "Can you do this?" I was like, "Yeah,
Oh, so you just replicated?
yeah." So
okay.
it was super simple.
Yeah. And like,
then-
and then it just kicked off from there.
yeah, pretty much. It's
How long was it until your next gig after that? Do you remember?
I did a couple more things there. And
Okay.
I don't know. I could just you
So-
can always find it. Like,
Yeah. That was one of the
You
things.
don't really ever see. I mean, I know there's a lot of pinstripers out there, but
Yeah.
like you don't ever see them around that much. You
Yeah.
know,
No.
even at the auto shows now or the bike shows, car shows,
Yeah.
like very rarely you'll see somebody with like a booth set up
Yeah,
and like,
you
hey,
see
we'll
'em, but
drag lines.
It's not
on-
as much. I mean, I'd rather just stripe in my studio. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the
yeah.
things. It's more controlled, and like,
Yeah.
I mean, doing little things is cool, like
Yep.
doing little trinkets and stuff. But like at a show, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
It's
you
also
just have
prepping
to
it.
Talk to people, and
Yeah,
they're 99 out of 100 people are tire kickers. So it's
Yeah, I
not-
was wondering
how
it's
bad
not
it
much
was.
of a
yeah.
But no, people find you if they really need it done, or somebody knows
Yeah.
somebody that, in my case, knows me.
Yeah,
Right,
I, Yeah, like I
Right.
actually had a guy come up and he was like, "Hey, I know you were doing pinstriping, and I happened to be wearing your hoodie."
Oh, nice.
And I was like, "I don't do pinstriping. Take a picture of this shit." And he was like,
Right.
"Oh, okay, cool." I was like, "There's also Manny in the city if you don't want to go to Ponca, but like, there's people around." He's like, "I don't know anybody." I was like, "Did you fucking Google it?"
Yeah, no shit.
I was like, I think I last
They're
time
like, no.
yeah. Have you ever seen the at Pet Boys the pinstriping like the decal?
Oh yeah,
I-
those have been around forever.
yeah, dude.
Like Von Dutch had. He actually had water slide decals that he sold way back in the day. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing new, but
yeah. I saw one on a Honda Civic not too long ago, and I was like, I applaud the effort, but God, what the fuck are you doing?
did it have the stick figure family as well?
No, I'm trying to remember what it had on it. I saw Stick Figure Family the other day. And I
Yes,
was like,
with the husband or wife missing.
yeah, X'd out. Yeah, I did see one of those at Anki the other day. It was the wife was gone. I was like, I have so many questions I want to ask. And it's like 18 kids. Like this poor bastard.
Weird.
Yeah. So you went to Orlando for your vacation, but
Yeah,
like
my father-in-law lives down there, so we went to visit him, and
Nice.
we did the Universal thing. And
Nice.
yeah, was Harry Potter your choice?
Oh no, I've only seen the first two recently,
Oh, okay.
and my wife's a big Harry Potter buff, so
Just
she was pumped, and that was definitely the coolest part of
Yeah.
of
Right,
Universal.
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just go home and tell your wife you're a wizard, Harry. Just as much as you can. That's my wife is a huge Harry Potter nerd. And I'll just look at her as often like, you're a wizard, Harry. She's like, shut up. But yeah, so you were talking about because are you doing another upcoming show somewhere?
I
thought-
no. The week before I went to Orlando, I was in Dallas.
Okay, that's what it was. I
Yeah,
couldn't remember.
the Autorama down there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you lay any lines down there?
Yeah, it's a big charity thing. So everything you paint, you bring a piece.
Oh, yeah,
it
that's
goes to
right.
auction, and
Yeah.
everything you paint there also it goes to a children's hospital. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Nice.
Pretty
That's
cool get up down
you know,
there.
giving it away and
Yeah.
giving
And getting to hang out with what was it? I think it was 16, 17 other pinstripers. It's always good.
yeah.
Nice.
Bounce ideas.
Yeah,
and-
because
Right.
you panel jammed, did you
Yeah,
not?
yeah,
How was that?
it was all right. Yeah, it was good.
So, do you do a lot of panel jamming with other artists?
No.
Was that
not
your
really.
your first time?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't
No.
figures. I think the first one, and this is back to David Hightower,
Okay.
my big
Right.
influence. I think it was in 2011.
Yeah.
The Starbird shows. There's always one in Wichita and one in Tulsa.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was back when Hightower was actually popping into those.
Yeah.
And, we did them back then, and I think 2009 or 10 probably was my first one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's so you've been at it, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
So do you have any big plans for future art coming up or?
No, I don't know.
I mean, my helmet and his helmet.
Yeah. Send them with me. Do you have extras?
No, you want to take it up there back?
Oh, if I can, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about painted out tonight.
Well, you can take you
No,
take his up.
absolutely.
I'll bring mine up to you next time.
No, you've
sounds
got
good.
to
Yeah.
do it now.
Yeah, we'll exchange helmets because I was like, oh fuck, I have my showy.
Yeah, you've still got. I've got my showy, so
but-
you've.
I'll figure it out. We'll talk about it in a little bit.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah. So whenever you're working on a project like that, like, so do you, like, so you get a helmet, and you talk to the guy, and you're like, so the guy goes, I want a fucking eagle on it. Like, do you work that other stuff into?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
I want to fucking scream at you. What's the weirdest shit you've ever painted, you think?
There is a
Yeah. Have you
literally.
done a dick?
Yeah, a fake dick.
A big veiny triumphant bastard.
Yeah, was that-
It was a big old guy.
For the listeners, that was about 14 inches. He didn't talk about the girth, though.
But it was one that they would give or stick on their car to the people that miss. It was like a car club thing where
Oh,
they
right.
if they missed the show or didn't show up to something,
Yeah.
they would fucking
Put it up
pop
there.
on their
Oh,
shit. Yeah.
nice.
That's
That's
fucking
awesome.
It
hilarious.
was just a goofy thing.
Yeah. Where as you're working on it, did your wife come in and go like, "What the fuck?"
I think this was before her by quite a few years.
Oh shit! I've been with the sheriff for like 17 years or 16 years. So every so often she's like, "Well, I don't. Yeah, sure, whatever, dude." Like, just not even question anymore. So, Yeah, so like with the Western art and all that stuff, like you're gonna do a bunch more here in a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm trying to do 4 a year.
Okay.
Just in between other stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
And you have a lot of different stuff on your website too.
yeah. I try to keep that.
Yeah.
It's, if you.
Yeah. Are you
That's
doing?
my
Are you
Thursdays, like-
doing your own like managing that? You do have
Oh, yeah,
somebody else
yeah.
with you?
It's
Yeah, no, he has
that's-
a team of
that's-
fucking people in China.
No,
The Temu.
well, no, because
It's
that's
the
like,
Temu team.
that's like a full time job in
Yeah.
and of
Yeah,
itself.
it's a lot, and I don't know. Just I try to spend a little time on it whenever I need to.
Right,
Yeah.
If I
right.
get new shit, I'll push new shit on it.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah, because you just recently
I saw
redid-
your fancy wrapping of paper towels. So,
Oh,
yeah. When we
on
so
your,
he
on your prints, I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I know those paper towels.
yeah.
You
But
gotta
so
keep them
I-
from getting fucked up. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because Spanky was here, my wife was at home, and like I was like,
Nice.
yeah,
It's like, look at the tape. It says Clint's. I was like, oh, that's your prints.
yeah, and I was like, yeah. So and I unfurled it, and I was like, this is the shit.
Yeah, I take pride in packaging. I think it's a cool part of.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
things,
yeah,
so,
yeah.
like,
yeah. Because like I used to ship parts all over because I was really into Volvos. Well, I still am, but I used to ship shit all over, and I was like, my dad worked for FedEx for 38 years,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's like, you got to package it the right way.
Yep.
So I would go nuts, but the paper towels, I was like, that's the shit.
It works good for, and it doesn't bleed. So like.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about
so-
that.
And tissue paper works good too, but I like paper towels where you can kind of fold them in.
Well, the
Yeah,
nice thing was
yeah.
I had
and
some paper towels.
they've got a little, they're a little thicker, so it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
a little more.
It holds it where it needs
Yeah.
to.
yeah,
And then I've got like label printers and shit, like the little
Yeah.
things that stick on.
yeah.
It just kind of holds everything where I want it before I pack it.
The thing I liked the most about the packaging was, and I think I said it was the tape. You
Oh,
have your
yeah,
own
yeah, you
printed
have your own
tape.
printed
Yeah.
tape. That,
Well, shit, it's the same price
As you were
your
telling me that.
shitty, like clear tape from
It
Walmart
made,
or wherever.
it made me laugh super hard because I was like, God, he's so right. I was like,
I was like, why wouldn't I have
yeah,
it?
like why the fuck not? And I was like, he's got stickers. Fuck, he's got. Where do you order that from?
It was an Alibaba
Temu.
thing, just straight.
Temu.
pretty much.
Yeah,
much.
I was setting that up. Thank you.
Alibaba's distant cousin. Distant cousin.
Distant cousin. Yeah, that's fucking.
Yeah, so it was. You just had to buy bulk, which is it. So
How many did you have to buy?
like 25 rolls,
Oh, fuck.
and it was $100. So
That's not
like,
bad.
No, it's
You're
cheap.
like, no,
Yeah.
that's lasts
Yeah,
me
and
for.
it's $6-8 for a roll of tape, clear tape. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's the same price.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
it's
actually a little cheaper.
Yeah, and it's just that final touch because, like, it's like some of your pieces are like, yeah, I would say all your art's in that ballpark of being affordable if you really like a piece.
Oh sure, yeah.
But it's that little bit of extra when you
Yeah.
undo it, when you're
Yeah.
like, fuck yeah.
You know, like I always throw stickers in. That's my
Yeah.
favorite part of getting anything, honestly. Like,
Fucking it's the sticker.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
why would you buy fucking
Well,
ARP bolts unless you're getting the stickers?
yeah, right.
It's like when you order from Rock Auto and you get the magnet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I have questions. So you clearly are in the motorcycles, you're clearly in the cars, but what you pulled up in was not what I was expecting.
Oh,
You-
yeah, yeah.
Even though I knew you had it,
Yoda.
do you
Yep.
overland
Yeah,
or
yeah,
okay? So
yeah.
like what? So let's
Oh,
talk
fuck.
about that shit.
I've been all over. Shit. So I go to Arkansas as often as I can.
Yeah.
The Ozarks are great. The
Mhm.
trails over there, me and my buddies go over there and you don't see anybody, which is
Nice.
you can be there
Right,
for 5
right.
days to see 3 people.
Ah, see,
And
that's
it's-
awesome.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, it's great. And,
Then you overland or rock climb?
well, it's more overlandy, but we do
A little bit of
rougher
climb,
trails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
Like-
you're bouncing around in
oh
the
yeah,
vehicle.
Yeah, we definitely rock crawl when we have
Right,
to.
right,
Do you have
right.
a winch?
Oh yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
used it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was on the. You
I
can
know.
see it in the
Yeah.
bumper.
Well, the listeners did not. So what winch do you have?
It's just Smitty built. It's nothing.
Oh, nice.
Super
So,
crazy.
what's the poundage on it?
10,000.
Oh shit, you
Yeah.
can pull some real shit with that.
Yeah, well, that truck's heavy, so it's
As light as they look, those are heavy.
yeah, they are.
Yeah. What all did you?
all the Toyotas are like that.
Yeah, all the Yodas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
it's
last
just like,
forever.
what do you mean
Yeah.
that's 6,000
I'm
pounds?
like, Jesus fucking Christ.
So my buddy Mark, he's from down here. He had a Tacoma. He's got a Land Cruiser. He just bought an FJ. So
Oh, nice.
Oh,
What
nice.
FJ?
it's just it's like what is that, Desert Tan? I think
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cool. My buddy Jay, he's another Oklahomie, and
Uh-huh.
he's got a Tacoma we go out with. And
Okay. Cool.
we got a couple other friends that are all. It's kind of a little Toyota group.
Yeah. You have multiple cool shit
Yeah, I have
that you do.
expensive hobbies, man. That's
Yeah.
why I
How do you have
to work all
time
the
for your family?
Yeah, do you have
It's
kids?
just my wife.
Yeah.
No.
And she's just like, and
she
he's
goes. She goes with.
Oh, that's
so-
nice. It's nice that you can work her into it
Yeah.
too. She's not like, this is fucking boring.
Yeah.
The sheriff, as much as she loves for me to have my hobby, she's like, Yeah, I don't want to hang out with a bunch of dudes most of the time. Like
Yeah.
that's cool. like
Yeah,
you
we have
do.
our combined shit, but we also have our separate shit. So
Yeah,
it works.
and
Nice.
Harry Potter is one of your combined things now.
Yeah, not
Wait.
by my choice.
You were like roller coasters.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
in.
that motorcycle ride was cool as fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they have that.
Yeah,
yeah, I forget.
Oh yeah, because the
He
one,
he
the
rides in.
Hagrid's one.
Yeah,
with
Hagrid's,
sidecar.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you? Were you in the sidecar and she was riding?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. It was good, man. It was a good time.
Yeah, that's a good. Did you have butterbeer?
Yeah, it was like cream soda. We got the frozen one. It was
Uh huh.
good.
Oh,
Nice.
cool. I
It,
one of my
it literally it could have been A&W root beer or cream soda.
Uh huh.
It was just frozen. It was
Yeah.
great.
It was good.
It,
Yeah.
it was $9, but
Oh, fuck.
it wasn't that good.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's a theme park, so
Yeah.
it's like
Fuck, I
I'd
grew up
like
poor. I
water. That'd be $17 in your firstborn child.
never- Yeah. Like. Yeah.
That place annoyed the shit out of me because I wanted stickers for like Duff beer,
Uh huh.
Yeah.
and there's no stickers in that entire
Really?
goddamn place. Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah. So every store you went, they all sucked,
Ah.
and all I wanted was a couple stickers to bring on the flight home. And
Mhm.
Right.
not a damn thing.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Last year was so I went to Disney.
I've
in
never been.
Orlando. I've never been.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I haven't either.
my parents sucked, and we did not vacation there. We went to
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
It's a weird place to bring a kid.
Yeah.
They're a weird couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The highlight of that trip was I sat in a hooker's lap on the bus, and everybody laughed because the bus was full, and they were like, "Oh."
Yeah.
But no, so I finally, as an adult, I'm like, I'm going to fucking Disney,
Yeah.
because everybody's talking about it,
Yeah.
and I'm like, so we're on a cruise, and so we had like literally, I think 5 hours there, and so
Yeah.
it's like going to Animal Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing this motherfucker,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah, he was excited. He was
all the
jazzed.
rides.
Man, I wish we could have rode rides. We were there
And-
for all day and rode 4 rides because he had 2-hour waits in line.
Yeah.
We rode 8 rides in 4 hours
Yeah, it's
because
like $50 a piece.
pretty much.
He's,
yes.
I don't know.
No,
if you know
no,
this.
the-
Spanky's loaded, so his
no.
cost is way more than my cost.
No.
Yeah.
The best part of Disney was when
Leaving?
well,
When they let my anus heal.
when we were going in and we go through like they have like the full metal detector body camera,
Oh, yeah.
all the
Shit.
facial
Yeah.
recognition, and so we walk through the gates and we go to the tram to go over, and we get on the tram and the doors close and we just sit there and we're like, okay, and then you see this like team of security guards run up and they like walk
yeah.
to our little tram.
Oh, no.
And they're standing there, and one guy's just like looking at me, like
Yeah.
does not break eye contact, just completely looking at me, never stops. And we're like, what's going on? And I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, like 15 minutes later, the
Get on the
doors
ground,
open,
motherfucker.
Yeah.
and he's like, sir, can you please step out? And I'm like, okay.
My
And
prison
he's like-
pocket has something in it.
He's like, do you have anything in your pockets? And I'm like, my wallet, and I had a sunglass case. And I'm
So
like,
they did stop you?
oh no, they
Oh.
stopped me.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
have
I
you
didn't
fucking met
I
him?
didn't
Yeah,
have,
I know,
I
but
didn't
like-
have a backpack or anything. And they're like, okay. So like I get back on, we go, and when we get off, when the tram gets to Animal Kingdom, get
Fucking
off-
giraffe is out there.
No, there are now 6 security guards. And the doors open, and they're like, "Sir, we need you to come with us." And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And so they take me over, and they're like to this little, hut, and we go in, and they're like, "Sir, when you walked through the cameras, did you have something in your hand?" Well, I had my sunglass case. It was like a hard case, you
Yeah.
know. And I'm like, "Yeah, I had." They're like, "Did you have anything?" And they're patting me down, and I'm like, "I had this." And so the head security guard was like, "Okay, that's what it was. You had it in your hand."
And
it
we figured out it was a
picked
bomb.
up that I had an object.
Wow.
And I
Which
just
is fucked that they let him go from one spot. after
yeah,
talking.
oh, no. I looked at the guy dead in the face, and because I really wanted to say something about having a bomb, but I was like, yeah, probably not the
Yeah.
time for that. And I really didn't want to get body cavity searched at
Yeah.
Disney. That's not the ride I want to go on. But I just looked at the guy and I go, this is the worst fucking ride ever. and I turned around and walked out.
The wait times were
The
awesome.
wait times were awesome.
Great
Yeah,
wait time,
yeah.
awful delivery.
Would not recommend.
Yeah.
But
when
that
I
was-
when I went to Cuba, I took my crystal ball for photography. Completely, I forgot it. I had it with me, and it goes to the X-ray, and the lady goes, "You now." I was like, "Oh shit!" It's a Tito's bag, and she was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "I don't know. I forgot." Because a crystal ball on X-ray does not look like a normal object.
Tell me.
Yeah. And I'm like, "Well, here, let me pull it out." And she's like, "Hand on my chest." No. And as she pulls it out, and I'm like,
If you like that, you're gonna love what's in my ass.
and as she pulls it out, I'm like,
another one.
and I just was like, "Oh shit! Oh, it's my crystal ball." And she's like, "What?" And I was like, "It's for religious purposes." And she was like, big Ebonic woman, and she's a big black lady, and she's like, "Do you what?" And I was like, "It's for religious purposes. It's the thing." And she's like, looks at it. All right, cool. Put it back in the bag. And I was like, she was like, "Did you pack your bag and shit?" I was like, "Yep." I just can't remember what the fuck that is. I was like, because I mean, it was dark, and I was like, "Oh, did I bring a bomb by accident?" Because like the paranoia in your head, we're like, "Did I accidentally pack my AK-47 that I don't fucking own?"
Yeah. Yeah.
One in there.
And I'm like, "Oh God."
It was
Do I
weird
have a pound of cocaine in my ass?
Yeah, it was weird. What?
that we whenever we flew to Orlando,
Uh-huh.
they didn't make you take shoes off or anything.
Mhm.
But every other fucking airport that we hit on the way home,
Yeah.
was all back to the old school ways, which is
Yeah.
crazy. It
Yeah.
was so nice getting through
Will Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah, not having to get naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I have pre-check, so like I'm like all the time like, I'm a fucking doctor. Get out of the way. Don't touch
Yeah.
me. Don't look at me, peasant.
Unless you have a belt buckle, then you still have to take your belt off. So it's like,
Now they didn't make me do that shit last time.
Those lines were longer than regular lines.
yeah.
Which I think
'cause-
everybody's getting.
Well, because
pre-checked.
everybody's getting pre-check.
And in clear, and then so we were flying. Wife and I were flying somewhere. Pre-checks so long, so I just bowled over, and the guy's like, "Nope, you got to go back." And I'm like, "God damn it!" And I was like, "Are you?" And I was like trying to hold my finger over the ticket where I didn't see it. He's like, "Nah, I fucking dude, I saw." Yeah, I yelled at the guy. He was like, "Hey, I paid for this. Let me go first." And he's like,
shit.
"Not my fucking problem, man." Goddamn clear people.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. So
I didn't even know that was a thing until I don't fly very often. So.
yeah. Have you ever left the country or done it?
Yeah. Well, we were in Mexico, but my wife and I, we actually got married in Thailand. So we
What?
spent a couple weeks in Thailand and a week in Japan.
Okay. Hold
Were
on.
you in,
How-
Phuket or
Yeah, I
Bangkok?
married a white woman.
yeah,
That's usually a white person.
I was like, yeah. By the way, I've seen
She's, not
pictures.
she's a mail order, but only from Cincinnati.
It's like, is her name Bob?
So, how did you guys come up with Thailand to get married?
Well, she always wanted to go to Japan, and I always wanted to go to Thailand. And she's like, I want to go to Thailand. So
Yeah.
that's what we did.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it was
And
just,
Are you gonna keep yesterday
Just ignore
all
me.
day fucking for 2 hours yesterday? He's just over here fucking with that thing. I was like, can you
It
fucking
keeps
figure
just-
it out?
It keeps just moving around.
These were
and
really cheap. I threw all
Yeah.
this together
'Cause
for
look,
It works
yeah.
fine.
I had it up here, and now it's just.
I was laughing. One of my buddies was over, and he's like, "I really like your studio," and he's like, "What's the most expensive piece in there?" I was like, "The fucking drag tire that's in there. That's fucking all worth a
I didn't
lot
even
of money."
notice that was a drag
Yeah,
car.
I needed a fucking coffee table.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty.
had one, so it's a vintage piece from the 70s.
Yeah, I dig it.
And then the mic stands for like 20
We just
bucks.
need to build a base for it.
Yeah,
so
because I'm not
it's-
using the buttons as much today, but like, usually I'm like,
Yeah,
because everybody, he's like fucking, as soon as I start hitting the button, he's like, because usually at some point I'm like,
Hello.
or,
Hi.
but,
So where at in Thailand you go?
Yeah.
We went all over. So Thailand's the size of Texas.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah, it's huge.
So
Did you fly into Bangkok?
yeah, we flew into Bangkok.
Did you?
And then did you go to Phuket?
No. We were close to Phuket, but it was a place called Krabi.
Sorry, Phuket.
Yeah.
And PP Island.
Yeah, no, we didn't go. We read too many things that was a tourist trap, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of annoying. So we kind
Yeah.
of.
I was looking. We almost did Thailand for our honeymoon when I
Yeah.
got married. We
He
were
was like, I
talking
want
about
a lady boy.
You definitely
No.
go. Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. They're either hot or they look like they got hit by a bus.
They're either busted or hot.
There's no in between.
You're like, oh.
it. No, Thailand's supposed to be awesome. Like
Yeah, it's the
stupid
best thing.
cheap and just like
Yeah,
Awesome.
so shit like 35 baht is $1, and you can eat for 70 baht pretty much anywhere.
Right.
And so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's probably fairly ball and wedding.
Yeah. So that was one of the last things we did. But so we flew from Tokyo to
Oh, nice.
to Bangkok.
Yeah.
And U.S. like Western maps make Asia look way smaller than it
would-
is.
yeah, I
So
fucking
from
know.
Tokyo to Bangkok is 8.5 hours.
Yeah.
And it looks like
Yeah.
it's from Dallas to California.
Yeah.
Like on the
It's
map.
fucking not.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
So it's definitely not. So and those Asian flights are made for short people. I'm
I've-
6'1", and
Yeah.
I was dying in this thing for
Like, God damn it.
yeah 8.5 hours. And so we learned they're all budget flights.
Yeah.
Pretty much over there. So once you get there, we were like, I'm just gonna pay the extra $12 to get the first row where I
Yeah.
have leg room.
Yeah, before I can fucking breathe. Yeah,
So we did Bangkok. We stayed there for a few days and went up north to Chiang Mai, hung out with some elephants, and then which is the coolest. thing.
Yeah.
I just love
Their-
it. The
their
giraffe thing.
sanctuaries.
Yeah.
their
No,
sanctuaries up there are incredible.
That's cool.
And so we were in Chiang Mai, and this company would pick you up at your hotel. And we drove 2.5 hours into the mountains, and it was all free. And it was $37 a person.
Holy
They
shit.
fed you. You hung out with elephants.
Did all the
And
cool
then they
shit.
drove you back. Like,
Wow,
it was
that's
so cheap.
awesome.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it was it a sketchy bus or?
No, it was super nice. It was like one of the fancy Toyota minivans.
Oh, did you?
Like
Yeah,
the
dude.
Asian ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Or the tall ones.
Yeah, the
whatever
tall
they
one.
call it.
Right,
Yeah, the
right,
high
right.
van or whatever
Yeah,
they call it.
Yeah, it was super nice. It was.
I love the
there's-
sketchy tours though. Those are so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on some crazy shit. Peru
Yeah.
and Cuba. I was like,
Oh, nice.
I think I'm dying today.
Yeah, those are the best.
Yeah.
I like
we
poor
went,
countries.
We went on one, and it was in the Caribbean, Dominica, and it was before it really started getting big touristy, and we're like on this tour, and our guy like pulls up. We're in the middle of kind of the jungle on the mountain side of a mountain, and
Did
he
you
like
go,
stops.
Welcome to the
and-
jungle.
No, he stops. Jumps out and runs off in the woods, and we're all like, yeah, exactly. We're
What?
like, and this is where we die. You know, it's like
There's a guy that
Rob's
comes
coming out.
Yeah, yeah,
God
yeah.
damn it.
And then he comes back and he's got like armloads of grapefruit, and he's like, they used to farm grapefruit there.
Yeah.
And they quit, and so they grow wild. And so then he like pulls out this big machete, and we're all like, "Are we gonna be dinner?" And he's like cutting them up, and he's like, "Here, yeah, they fall. You pick them off the tree."
Wow,
And
that's cool.
it was like
Overwhelmingly, most of the time I travel internationally, everyone that has not left is like, "Oh my god, you're gonna die." I'm like, most of the time I'm fucking cool.
yeah.
fucking Chicago or
And if I
worse
die,
yeah.
than any country I've ever been
Yeah.
to.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Chirac.
Yeah. I have never been to Chicago for a reason.
You're not missing much.
Yeah.
Like in Bangkok, we were going down alleyways that were 3.5 foot wide.
Yeah.
And they'd get narrower as you get through, and there'd be like bars in the middle of these alleys that just had like a tarp roof.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
cool as fuck. And you felt more safe in a dark alley in the middle of Bangkok than I ever felt anywhere else.
Oh yeah. Like
Yeah.
that's Cuba. The entire time someone I was talking about Cuba last night, they're like, oh, did you feel like you were gonna? I'm like, no, you know what the or what the penalty is if you hurt a tourist? Death. And I was like, so I walked around like I'm in God mode right now. Like I'm in fucking doom. I can do whatever I want. But
that's on the bucket list for sure.
yeah, dude. Okay, so what did you do when you were in Japan? Did you go to Yokohama? Did you go to Moon Ice?
We stayed. No, we
Clint.
we went in February, so we missed the Yokohama show. But
Yeah.
we stayed in Tokyo. So Naruto or whatever you say it, the
Yeah.
airport is
Yeah.
like a 2-hour train ride.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did
And,
it. I did both of them.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that train ride, you end up at Shibuya Crossing,
Yeah.
which is the busiest intersection
Yeah.
in the world. There's like 8,000 people crossing the road.
Right,
every
right,
single
right, right.
fucking time. It's
And
fucking awesome.
It's crazy as shit because like
And
everyone.
no one touches you. Like
Yeah.
you just walk, and everybody just kind of
Like,
like goes
Yeah.
wiggles around you. And
I got touched a lot because I'm a ginger.
oh yeah,
But like, it is surprising how much I got touched when I was in Japan. Like my wife was like, "What?
Kaiju.
Yeah, Kaijin." And like my wife was like, "God damn it!" And I was like, "They fucking love me." Here.
everybody's a fucking model there too.
Oh my god.
Is that not so annoying?
Yeah, I was like, "Why the fuck is everyone so pretty?" And then I'd see some busted ass old man. I'm like, "And you're still good looking. You look better than I do, and you're fucking 90." Yeah, dude,
I traded those old Japanese guys because I used to smoke and
Yeah.
trade them like U.S. Camel because I'd bring like a carton of cigarettes and I'd trade them Camels because they can't get like good camels.
Yeah.
like, and they were mind blown. Like,
yeah. I smoke American Spirits, and like, so I got over there and I was like, oh, these are like the rare like colors. And I was like, I got purple. And then I got back here and I was like, oh, that's the same purple that was over.
shit.
Yeah, it's not as good. It was weird.
The cleanliness of that place is so fucking cool.
Dude, I didn't feel comfortable with my dirty ass being anywhere
Yeah,
there
me
the whole
either.
time. 'Cause I was like, Jesus.
There's not a trash can in that entire goddamn city
no.
because you can take it home and separate it all. And
Yeah.
and it was just so. And the little old ladies in 6 in the morning, the bars close at 6.
Right.
Yeah.
And our flight home was at like 6, so we left at 5, and people are stumbling down the road.
Yeah.
At 6 in the morning.
Right,
You're like,
right,
"Holy
right, right."
shit." And then the old ladies are sweeping.
Yeah.
Like,
I think they're called Izakayas or whatever. And so sheriff we're jet lagged like a motherfucker. And so I was like, I'm starving. And I find on Google like this place that has Italian food, and it's like around like 2 blocks down. I was like, we're going here now.
See, the Indian food was what I loved over there.
Dude, it was so fucking good too. Because I was like, what the? This is just a foodie city.
Yeah, it's the best.
So we walk in, and the guy goes, "No English menu. Is that okay?" I was like, "Can I point to shit?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Cool." And I was like, "Can I smoke in here?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Can I drink?" And
Yeah,
he's like,
the smoke friendliness is wild over there.
"Yeah," because like
the airports and everything. You can smoke fucking all these spots in the hotels, each floor.
Yeah, like
had smokers.
I did the train, the bullet train from Tokyo to Okinawa, or not? Where did I go? Fucking Kyoto. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's like you were there, but you weren't. And so on the train, I was like, they kept going smoking car, and I was like, where the fuck is it? So I walk up, smoking section in the car, and I was like, and I'm watching the mountain goes by. And I was like, this is exquisite. Japan has got this, and I'm like in the ramen museum, like I want a cigarette. I'm gonna smoke in the middle.
It's so crazy because they're like 40 years ahead of us, but they also have like cool like 1970s smoker friendly laws.
Right,
like,
right,
it's
right.
such a weird.
It's so
blend.
weird.
It's so cool though.
Yeah,
We were there while they were building the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah,
and it was
Yeah.
pretty fucking cool to see.
yeah, like that. So did you, when you were there, did they have those like the non-smoking neighborhoods?
I didn't see any of that.
Okay, so when I was there, I
We
was
walked everywhere from.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we
same.
stayed like 3 blocks from the Hiroshima,
yeah,
or not Hiroshima, the whatever the crossing is, Shibuya crossing.
yeah, Shibuya, yeah.
And so we just walked everywhere, and
I walked
it was like 10 miles a day.
Yeah, I was like, I walked 10
Yeah.
or 15 because the
Because
sheriff.
cabs, did you see the cab
Yeah, yeah.
prices? They were like $40 to go 3 miles, and we're like, yeah, we're good.
So one night we go out.
You're like 3 miles. I'll be there in 45 minutes.
Well, and I
it was
kept,
faster.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
kept
yeah. With
getting-
all the traffic,
I
everything.
kept getting turned around. I'm like, where the fuck? What subway do I need to go to? So I finally hailed a cab one night to get us back to the other hotel we're staying in, and the wife was like, no. I'm like, you're hammered. And I finally I was like, fuck it, we're getting it. Oh my god, that is to date the most expensive. It was $120, and I would have been fine. She was hammered, and I was like, you owe me for this.
Dang, $120.
And it was the most expensive thing because everything like food wise was cheap as shit.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. The Budweiser was expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did highballs the entire time because they were really. They were like, "You want a highball?" And I was like,
What's the you get them at all like the Japanese steakhouses, Sapporos.
Yeah, Sapporos.
Oh, shit, I love those.
"Yeah, dude." I got, and then there's a Kia or something.
It's the with the one with the eye and the silver can.
Yes, they have so
Um,
many more flavors over there, and I had a ton of those.
Really?
Yeah, they were really
their
good.
Dr. Pepper in the
Yeah.
stalls or the vending machines were so good.
Yeah, because they use I had Coke,
Like real sugar.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's
They don't allow anything.
yeah, they do not fuck around with that.
Yeah, no high fructose corn syrup.
But
Yeah.
isn't it like Kyoto? They have the most centurions in the world.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, and it's because of the diet and the
Yeah.
everything there. Yeah,
Yeah, because in Kyoto, I loved.
and because they're like the most centurions, and like half of them smoke
Yeah, every
like
day.
a carton a day.
Yeah,
it's-
I was astonished by how many old people in Kyoto I kept seeing. I was like, and because they're like, oh yeah, we're just old, and I was like, because you'd see a couple people our age because we're in our 30s, and I'm like, that everybody moves to Tokyo, and all the grandparents stay here, and I'm like, and they're like, do you want to live here? And I was like, kind of do now, other than it's fucking humid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to. Well, I fucking love bidets.
Yeah,
so,
same. I bought one on the flight home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you were you get a bathroom, and I was jokingly I got a bidet in there too.
Yeah, it's like airports have heated bidets and noises and shit.
Dude.
Yeah.
First thing, get off the plane, go through customs, all that stuff.
Yep.
I go to the bathroom,
Take a shit.
take a shit, and it was I had buttons for days.
Yeah.
I have a text. The
Yeah.
bidet is amazing.
I WhatsApped him, and I was like, I'm not going to video this, but it's playing music to hide me
The cricket
shitting.
noises.
Yeah, there was a waterfall in one. I hate one of the bathrooms the size of that fucking.
Dude, that's what I was about to say. For people our size, you touch each side of the damn thing.
Yeah, every time I took a shit, I was the largest man. I felt like Andre the Giant. I
Yeah,
was like,
I was glad they had bidets because I couldn't have moved if I wanted to.
no, because you're just like Jesus. Yeah, it was no, but I love it. No, because I went to Moon Eyes, and they were all about pinstriping. They had a bunch of brushes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the guy walks up and he goes, "Sir, do you want to learn how to pinstripe?" And I was like, "From you? How long? How long do I need to be here for? Do I have to sensei for months?" And he's like, "I could teach you some stuff in an hour." And I was like, "I gotta go. I fucking fuck." But
Yeah.
he laid down some lines in front of me, and I was like, "That's cool shit, dude."
That's
Fuck yeah.
I pinstriped with Mr. G at Viva.
Mm-hmm.
I got invited out to Viva
Nice.
in 2017.
Yeah.
And there's 10 of us out there, and it was Mr. G's a good dude.
Yeah. It's that world of that. It's just so fascinating because you guys are so dialed in and doing crazy geometry and shit. But it's like, because it's like the kind of engineering. It's like photography where you get the engineering side of it because you got to be symmetrical and all that stuff. But you still have such a cool.
It's a planning job. Is pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
It's even with one color, like So,
See,
but you just have to know.
I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I was gonna bring him up real hot, but no. You have to know. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you just have to. It's all planning. The whole job is you got to know where to put what, and to save room. And let design breathe. I think is important.
Yeah,
but I also like packing in a shitload of color. So it's a happy medium.
What's your?
I've seen the ones where it's, and I think it depends on, like you said, that what job you're doing, because some of them look good where it's like you've got the space,
nice, simple,
and
it
simple.
depends on the job,
and then some of it when it's just fucking socked in there in a rainbow of colors, and you're like, God damn, that looks good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and it's really masterful on like when you can do a lot of extra shit in there.
It's fun.
It's busy, but it looks really good.
Yeah, you can really test how good you are, because if your first color symmetry is off, it just goes worse and worse and worse each color you add. So, so you got to really be tuned in on that first color.
Yeah.
Nice.
And what's your favorite color?
I actually have a color Ronan doesn't make anymore that they made me. And it's called Oklahomie teal.
Oh, is that your
nice.
So teal's your favorite color?
Yeah.
Nice. I was gonna say because teal's on the logo.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Teal's my shit. So, but my business colors are yellow.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, because like I was not gonna fangirl because I usually wear your hoodie most of the time, and I was like, I gotta not
I didn't
wear
wear mine just in case you were wearing mine. So.
Well, it's like I have all these different buddies and bands, and I'm like, because he gave me shit the other day. We went to go see a band in New Orleans, and I wore their shirt, and he's like, "You're gonna be that dick." I was like, "Yeah."
It's like, don't be that guy.
And I was like, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm 100% that guy.
That's my favorite city.
New Orleans, dude. Is it?
Oh, it was. Yes.
If you haven't listened to that episode, you should go back and listen to it.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
In New Orleans.
I helped a homeless man quite a bit.
Oh, nice.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know what you did. You're like, you got suckered. That 8-mile trek pushing that dude in a wheelchair.
Oh no,
Dude,
Yeah,
it just
it's like it goes down to smoke, and we're like, where the fuck's Cody? And he's like, man,
I'm also hammered because you're in New Orleans.
Flat.
And you're like, what the fuck did you do? And I was like, well, I just took a homeless veteran, I think, to the bus. I don't know. That's way the fuck over that way.
it's like 8 miles out there.
He
You're
wasn't
like,
a
you.
No, he had no legs, I can tell you that. Yeah.
That's just from diabetes.
Yeah.
That was the best part.
That was from the street gravy.
I was like, he didn't have legs. I thought it was legit. And Spanky goes, motherfucker, diabetes takes you from the knee. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
He didn't have.
And he, you know what he also did not have? A non-pissed covered pair of pants.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were just gonna say a house.
No, well, there's that too.
He's houseless or homelessness.
Actually, you know what? He probably did have a house. You know, he's
Probably lived in a goddamn chateau.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
down there like suckering, all the tourists out of money.
Dude, he because I worked in Bricktown forever, so I'm used to homeless people, and I worked over by county, so I'm used to helping people. And he fucking saw me from a mile away, and he was like,
Suckered you.
"Oh, dude, it was bad." I was like,
We were walking down Iberville and going towards Bourbon Street, and like there's some guys sitting on the cars. We're walking by, and they're like, cocaine, Adderall,
That's everywhere.
"Yeah, oh god,
marijuana,"
everywhere.
and I'm like, no, good, thanks.
Yeah, like I was just like, I don't do those drugs anymore. I've never done cocaine for obvious reasons, but like, because
Did you have a cop wife?
you know what's funny? She's not a cop. Her brother and dad are. The sheriff is just because, as Spanky calls her, she's the
Sheriff.
Of?
She is a sheriff of fun and a thief of joy.
yeah, and she
And
loves
that-
being called.
You know
that.
where the nickname came from? New
New
Orleans.
Orleans.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Because
that was good.
the night we toured, we put it on the night before we were supposed to leave. So we were flying out at like 8?
Yeah.
The next morning, and we were down at the blacksmith's bar, and they had the purple drink, and I had like 6 of them,
dude, it
and
was
I don't know.
bad.
We had so many, and so it's like midnight, and like I'm in party mode. I'm feeling good, and
let's
I'm
go.
stumbling down bourbon. I was showing my titties. I was trying,
He partied with like 18 gay dudes. So much so.
I walked out
Yeah.
of this restaurant, and everybody's got their shirt off. So I take my shirt off because I'm hammered.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask you: if you see a bunch of dudes with their shirts off, are you naturally gonna
I
take
didn't
your shirt off?
notice that it
No.
was just.
Yeah,
I didn't
you're
notice,
a normal human being.
I didn't notice that it was just a bunch of dudes. I was like, oh, it's New Orleans.
Why
maybe,
would you-
maybe it's a parade.
Man, you love dude soup.
Bring it back for spanking.
So yeah,
40% less dick because he's small.
You're not wrong.
I know. Shit.
No, so yeah, we get out there and like we're stumbling down Bourbon Street, and my wife's kind of keeping hitting this side so I go this way, and then hitting this side so I kind of trying to stay in the middle, and Sheriff is dragging him.
Well, I almost got my ass handed to me. That was the first thing.
I'm a very happy drunk. Like
So am I.
When I get
same here.
drunk,
Yeah.
I'm like I'm everybody's my friend, and like
I
I'm
love
happy.
you.
Yeah, I'm not I love you, but I'm like I'm a good time. And then all of a sudden, this motherfucker over here walks up to this just garage door of a man.
I
mean,
boxed for a long time,
he-
so I don't have a lot of fear about doing
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, you should though.
Yeah,
You
I really should.
This guy was like Mike Tyson.
Damn.
I was hammered,
And
so
so
he
he-
looked like fucking Gary fucking Oldman.
No, he looked like Mike Tyson, and
Yeah.
he walks up to him and flicks his nose,
No.
like the end of his nose.
No,
Yes,
that's
you
not
did.
what that-
Hey, yes, you can ask the sheriff, and you can ask my wife. You're the only one that says you didn't. In your mind,
I tried to go. Got your nose.
No, you flicked
With
his, nose.
I don't
And
remember the.
he about came unglued.
He looked at me and I was like, "Hey man, I'm just fucking around." And my wife
No.
goes, "Let's go."
His friends grabbed him, and your wife grabbed you, and he was hollering. And then
I don't remember
your
any of
wife is
that.
like, "Let's go," and I'm
Could've
like,
been rough.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, it's midnight. I'm like, we need a party. Like we're
I was like, "We can go party. We should go back in hiding for about 15 minutes while
Yeah.
he cools down."
and then
Bourbon
there-
Street's like gonna be pretty big. Like we
Yeah.
can go down
Yeah.
the other end. And
Yeah.
yeah.
The wives-
I always think Bourbon Street's better before 7, and then
Yeah.
you pop over to like Frenchman.
Yeah,
Bourbon Street
yeah,
is
yeah,
the
yeah,
best.
yeah.
The music is better.
Oh,
the
yeah,
drinks
yeah.
are back to normal prices.
Well,
Like,
and that's like we were experimenting around with like what we wanted to do while we were down there, and I was like, man, it's like Fremont Street. I haven't been there before, but
Yeah.
you got your spots.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
a bunch of my buddies when I got back, they were like, "Oh, dude, you gotta go here, here, here." You did the tourist shit. So now we're
Yeah.
gonna take
Yeah.
you and we're gonna go figure all that
yeah, I
shit.
love New Orleans.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
How many times have you been down there?
Just once, and it's been a while.
I love how it's like, oh, like that's my city.
But you like
No, you
you have
can
those
feel it.
places that you just know you like. And
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Like I will take, like I probably won't. I have no desire to go back to Vegas. I've been to Vegas. I've done
Yeah,
it
I've been there.
several times. You know, the last time I went was a couple years ago, and or actually it was a year ago, year and a half, and
84 years ago.
yeah, but it's like expensive now. It's not the same. Fremont is fun.
Yeah.
Fremont
but,
was cool.
But the Strip is bullshit. You know,
yeah.
it's-
And I'm not a gambler, so
And-
like it's
right,
yeah, it's
right,
just
right.
not the.
No.
I used to gamble. I put a lot of Native American kids through college.
Yeah.
I just drive past, throw my money out
Yeah.
the window.
Yeah, that, pretty much. It's
So,
about the same
we
fucking
went
level.
to New Orleans, and it's like, yeah, I'll go here. The
And
food's
you can
good,
gamble
the-
in New Orleans.
I mean, you can if
those
you want to.
Fucking
but-
beignets, man.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
there's
there's a place in the market. It's east of Cafe du Monde.
Okay.
So in that open air market,
Yeah.
there is one
What the fuck was the name of that place?
Dennehy's
Or something like that?
beignets or something. I'll have
Yeah.
to look it up. But
Did you eat at
the
Coop's?
best
Did
fucking
we eat at-
beignets.
Did we eat at Coops? I can't remember.
Coop's place is the shit. It's about the size of this room.
No, we ended up
No.
we ate at Mother's, and we had breakfast at Mother's.
And there's that po' boy place I went to that I want to go back.
Yeah, Nola
Like,
Nola Po' Boys. We ate there
Nola.
like 3 times because
Yeah.
hammered drunk, and it was
It was a
like
spot?
It was a spot.
it was a spot, and I could get you there.
and then
I was like, I know. how to-
actually,
I fucking-
actually,
I've been
now,
here.
Yeah.
now, call it what it is, because we were tourists. We had lunch at Pat O'Brien's, and I tell you what, that was some of the best red beans and rice I've ever
Not
had.
no shit, like legit, like because there's apparently 2 of them, and the one that we didn't go to is not as good.
Yeah.
The one that we went to, everyone's like, oh yeah, that's the one you
That's
go
the
to.
one.
Yeah, it's like it's like going to fucking what's his name, Bobby Flay or
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay
Oh,
place.
yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, it's good.
It's all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like that place, Pat O'Brien's, man.
It was really good, and like we went for lunch. We were just
I
kinda
wrote
like,
a review about how good it was on Google review,
Damn.
and
It
then
must have been pretty good.
and name dropped our server because that dude was on fucking point.
Yeah, he
That's
was.
hard to beat. Is a good server.
Oh, that makes everything.
Yeah.
Like if they're
Yeah.
good and on point and just, it's like we tipped him well. We like it made the whole thing, and it's just like no,
Magic.
that made the
Yeah,
experience.
Magic.
it's definitely nice.
I used
Yeah.
to live in Biloxi for like 2 years. I was stationed down
He's
down there, and
I
so
don't know if you know
we
this.
would-
He's ancient, so he's lived everywhere.
we would
once.
go every payday weekend. We would go to New Orleans. Like
Oh, yeah.
18 of us would share a hotel room
Wow.
because you're like,
Well, you've been there. You've done that.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's kind of the same thing. It's like just come in, sleep for a couple hours, and go back out.
You're
and-
just,
yeah,
You're just sleeping somewhere.
Yeah, you're just like I need any place where I lay my head.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're almost about to time because we've gone a little over.
Yeah.
But okay, so what? Okay, let's talk about Oklahomies. What am I expecting this year? When is
When
it?
is it? Yeah,
June 7th and 8th, I believe.
Okay.
I'll let you know if it changes. But
at Kaw Lake.
Yeah, it's at
Okay.
Osage Cove on Kaw Lake.
Okay.
Bring camping shit.
Okay.
Brings cash for food,
Okay.
and it's pretty much all you need.
Yeah.
Bring
And
your
then
party pants.
Alright.
What are party pants?
Pants you can party in.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Tidy Whiteys.
Yeah.
Or Porky Piglet, Donald Duckett, Winnie the Pooh.
Do you have
Yeah.
do you have porta johns on site?
It's actually in this area. It's got like pavilions, so there's
Okay.
actually a real shitter there. So
Nice.
Yeah, I was when we were in Big Bend, I was quite fond of the better toilet. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I was up there a lot.
yeah, so it's we just rent one of these big pavilions, and
Uh-huh.
it's great. We have a band that plays under it. And
Yeah.
bands.
Yeah.
So we'll have a 2-piece Friday night. I think it's a 4 or 5-piece Saturday night.
Okay.
And
Alright. What
the time?
what genre of music? You said country?
Yeah, country.
Okay,
This year, yeah,
okay.
we had a band that did a lot of like rock covers last year.
Yeah.
and they were fun. Everybody's into it. Everybody knew the words. So
Yeah.
it really
Right.
helped.
It's kind of like
Nice.
it's like Rocklahoma almost, but with fucking
without the tornadoes.
Motorcycles.
yeah, without the tornadoes and not being in fucking mud. Like
Yeah.
prior. Yeah.
Yeah, but man, it's super easy. It's super fun. It's just you go to kick back. It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's,
Nice.
It's no bullshit. So,
Dude, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're,
I'd
we're
fucked
gonna
up
do,
last year, but
we're gonna do
I'm going.
all
Yeah.
the campouts this year.
Yeah, we're doing Fast Life. We're doing Oklahomies. I feel like we're
Yeah.
gonna do another one. We camped out.
Yeah. There's the White Rabbit one coming up.
Oh yeah. Are
Try
you
to
gonna come
do
down
that.
to White Rabbit?
I don't know. I'll have to see when that is.
Yeah, they haven't dropped the
They
dates
haven't
yet.
dropped the
Yeah.
dates, but I know they're talking about soon before it gets too hot.
Yeah, because they want to do it at K River, I guess. I think again.
nice.
I would assume because
That's
this was
cool.
Yeah,
the-
that's what Billy was saying today.
yeah. Have you been to K River before?
I've been through that area off roading. I've never stayed there.
Nice.
so-
And then you got any cool off roading trips coming up soon?
Yeah, I think we're gonna head. We don't know where yet, but we picked a date in
Okay.
April, and we're gonna go somewhere.
Nice.
Nice.
So
You're about to see his off road project that has not done shit.
Yeah.
It's the grandpappy to yours.
Get
so-
I mean, we've done stuff to it, but we got to get it done. Got to get it running.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
well,
Yeah. Uh huh.
Shut up.
He has Fridays off and tell him to come over every Friday. Anyway, yeah. So once again, recap. What is your Instagram handle?
Electric Start Clint. My website's clintsandpainted.com.
Yeah, and then this year, ornament. You
Yeah.
got to set one aside for me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do 100 this year.
Holy
So,
shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
How
so
many
I'm
did you
gonna
do
start
last year?
Like 30 or something, I think.
Oh fuck, man! Swing
But-
for the fences, Merle.
They were
Yeah.
they were pretty popular, so I'm gonna try to
Nice.
make
Yeah.
everybody happy with them.
Yeah,
So,
no,
yeah.
those were they were impressive.
Yeah,
you know,
and I-
it's like,
and,
oh, okay.
And I don't do orders on those. I just do what I want. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, no.
Yeah, I
That's-
set
that's
aside quite a bit of cash to just buy a bunch of them,
Yeah.
and then I was like, "Fuck!" God damn it! I was like so upset.
Yeah.
And then Burrito's like, "I bought all of them. Fuck off."
Yeah.
Didn't one guy buy like all like?
Yeah, the second day, I released them one day, and then just in case people missed them, I was going to release half of them
Uh-huh.
the second day,
Yeah,
and I did that. Somebody bought all of them
yeah.
on the second day,
And
those
I was-
instantly. So
I was like, "God fucking
yeah,
damn it!"
that dude was on it.
Yeah, I was like, because you were like kind of hinted
And-
towards it, and I was like,
And
I
then
have
he
a
turn around and sold them.
I have a gigabit of fucking fiber internet for what I do for work. And I'm like, I have the fastest internet in this goddamn neighborhood. Fuck me, I can't get this shit. So yeah, I was like, oh, fuck. So well, if you ever want to come back down again,
Yeah, I'm down. Thanks
Yeah.
for having me. This was
Yeah.
fun.
yeah, this is your first time. It
That's
was
right.
gentle. Yeah.
Pop my cherry.
Yeah.
Oh god. Wait.
Or we may have to do one from Oklahomies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we could do.
Do a
We
drunk one.
Do a drunk one at
yeah,
OFR.
yeah.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that'd be
yeah.
a little rough.
so yeah.
That'd be fun though.
Yeah, I can't wait to get hammered as fuck, and you'd be like, "Don't ever come back over here."
Oh no.
Yeah.
Everybody's that way.
yeah, like everyone's like, "Are you gonna make an ass of yourself?" Like that. I
That's-
woke up that morning.
Yeah. That's the whole
I
point of
usually
it.
MC that too, so it's fun because I'll get real drunk and as we're giving shit away. And
do you do raffle tickets or how do you do it? You just pick some.
We usually just do like an Oklahomie pick, and then we'll do like a longest rider, and then we just have and a few biker games, and then just a like smaller shit we just hand out. You know? So, like,
You're like just
Nice.
like you
yeah.
here now.
Yeah, and I think last year we had a tattoo giveaway from one of the guys, Jeremiah. He comes down every year, and they've got a shop up in Kansas City, and they gave away. I think we did one year we did the worst tattoo, and another year we did the best chopper tattoo or motorcycle tattoo.
Nice.
So it's usually pretty fun. You get to see some real fucked up tattoos.
I fucking bet, dude. Do you take pictures of them and post them up?
No, dude, we don't remember to do any of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like trying to look, and I was like, because I was like trying to get a little bit of it, and I was like, I'll just fucking find out when he gets here. Because, so.
Yeah, we rely pretty much on everybody else to do that.
Yeah, you're like, you're here because of us. You do that work.
Photo,
Yeah.
Just tag us in photos.
Yeah, tag us.
Yeah,
Hashtag.
the Oklahomies, we do have an Instagram. It's the.Oklahomies.
It's the gathering of cool shit, is it also?
That's our homies, Jeff and Steve up in Hutch, and that is a have to. It's just a 1 day thing.
Okay.
But it is so fucking cool.
Okay. So we got shit to do.
Yeah.
And it's
we
not
do.
it's not far it's only like 2 hours from us, but it's but be 3.5 for you guys.
Yeah,
that's
That's
It's
fucking
really
bad.
is. My wife and I, we always get a hotel room. It's like a $10 cab ride. It's really worth going to.
Okay. We'll check it out.
We'll have to definitely check that out.
So Oklahomies, June
7th and 8th.
7th and
7th
8th.
Yep.
That was pretty close.
Yep. Camp shit.
Yeah.
Usually Friday's kind of like the warm up, and then Saturday
It's the
it's the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulling it off.
There's some pretty good little rides around us too. There's I think the bar there's a bar close, but I think they'll be out of town that weekend. So, but we have the.
Did you plan that part?
No.
they did.
They did. Yeah, they were like fucking not. What is it? Not here.
No, and it's easy to get to. We have a bunch of banners, so it's really hard to miss. Once you get close. So.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna tell Nate you're listening because you're listening.
Oh, they know how to get there.
Yeah. Nate, listener number one. We'll figure out when we're gonna carpool.
He's like, I know how to get there. I've been there. You haven't.
Yeah. He's gonna be like, you didn't get enough of my questions answered. I'm like, yeah, I couldn't find them all. So, all right, sir. Well, thank you for coming on.
Yeah,
and
thanks,
then,
guys.
let's shoot you a fucking t-shirt because we'll talk about t-shirts next time.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yep,
All
see
right.
ya.
Bye. Hold
Bye.
on. Button. There we go. All right.